All right, so in this video, I wanted to see if we can give Gemini Code Assist a go. So this is kind of the competitor to GitHub, Copilot, Amazon Developer Q or Q Developer. I would expect that this one here would work better in Go because Go came from Google, I'm pretty certain. So who invented Go? Golang? And I could have swore that Google has something to do with it. Maybe they don't. Maybe it just because it's called Go, I think that. Oh, it was designed at Google. There you go. Okay, so I'm not wrong here. Let's go ahead and see if we can try it. So Gemini Code Assistant Enterprise is available for $90 a month per user for $12 commitment. This discount describes how you can use Gemini Code Assistant in Google Cloud to help do the followings in VS Code and things like that. Okay, great. So how can I start working with it? Before testing code Gemini Assist capabilities in your code, you must make sure, etc., etc. I don't care about that. Let's make our way over to VS Code and see what we can do. It'd be really annoying if I have to pay for it, but I wouldn't be surprised with Google. To be honest, this is the wrong repository. We have been working locally this entire time, and so we did GitHub Copilot and Amazon Q Developer. Let's make our way over here to here. We'll type in Code Assist. Is that what it's called? Google Cloud Code, and then we have Gemini Code Assist. So this is Gemini Code Assist plus Google Cloud Code for Visual Studio Code. Bring the power of Google Cloud and Gemini to help build your apps faster. Now, that sounds good. I just want to write code right now. I don't want to deploy anything, so I really just want this. So the question is like, will I have to pay for this or does it have a free tier? And that's what I want to find out. So we'll go ahead and we'll install that. All right, so I have it installed. Now the question is, how do I use it? Now over here on the left-hand side, I can see Gemini Code Assist. I probably should disable Amazon Q before I proceed here so we don't have conflicts. So I'm gonna go here and just search for Amazon Q. Okay, and I'm just going to disable for now. We'll reload the window so there's no confusion. And the question will be, will I be able to use Gemini for free or will I be hit with, you gotta pay for it? So log into Google Cloud, sure, we'll go ahead and do that. Google Cloud's normally really easy for us to get into, so this should be not too much of a problem. Okay, so now I'm authorized. That sounds great. I'm gonna make my way back over to VS Code here. Nope, wrong repo. This one here. And now it's talking about making a project. I don't want to connect it to a project. I simply want to code on a project, but that's totally fine. You agree to allow Google to enable the APIs required. Yeah, sure. So select a project, and I actually have one called GenAI Essentials. I can't remember what we did in there, but we set it up earlier. And I'm just saying enable API. Of course, if you don't have one, you'd have to then go do something here. On and after January 27th, Access Gemini Code Assistant will require an active subscription with an assigned license. So I'm not sure if that's a trial based on the time period that I'm in right now, or if that's just going to be when they start doing it. So if this is the future and you can't do that, well, sorry, just watch the video and get an idea of what this thing can do. So now we have it open. Let's see what we can start doing. So I'm going to make a new folder here. It's going to be Gemini Code Assist, Gemini Code Assist. And I'm going to make a new folder here called Linktree Clone. And I'm going to make a new file here called main.go. And we're getting pretty good at here. Now already the experience is better, right? It's already showing me Control I, which I like. So if I go ahead and hit Control I, that's not working. If I try Alt I, Windows I, none of them work. None of them work. So it could be that there's something just wrong with my hotkeys here, but for whatever reason, I can't seem to do hotkeys. That's totally fine because I'm going to drag, not Gitpod, but we're going to drag in GitHub or Gemini Code Assist over here. It says open a file, get code suggestions as you type, and hit tab. So I just want to start here. So I'm like, I want to build a simple Go web app that is API driven. That is a clone of Linktree. Let's see how it can do. And so we'll give it a moment here to generate. Okay, not the fastest, but let's just see how good the code is. We are also using the, I guess, trial version. So maybe, yeah, it says, yeah, maybe it'll be different here. So we have a bunch of output, which is fine. Okay, where's the code? This is the Go implementation that you'll use. Okay, where's the code? Give me code, please. I definitely used the Control I if the Control I worked. Maybe it's Control Shift I. Nope, still doesn't work. So we're not getting any code. Okay, so far that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna open up the command palette. We'll try assist here. And this is Control Enter. Let's try Control Enter. What do we get there? Nope. Oh, I was so excited for this to work well. Code Assist. Generate code. Okay, so I'm not sure why. Control I, Control I, Control I, Control I. It just doesn't work. So let's go to our settings here, I suppose. Maybe something's overriding it. Hotkeys. Okay, why is my Control I in VS Code not working? Because maybe something's like overriding it. Toggle keyboard shortcuts troubleshooting. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to here. Developer. Nope. Try this again. Developer. Toggle. Shortcuts troubleshooting. Okay, what did that do? Nothing? I'm not sure what that was supposed to do, but that's what the internet told me to do, so that wasn't very helpful. So it's kind of hard because, like, if I can't do the Control I, how am I going to do this? All right, so what I'm going to do, I guess, oh, here it is. Ignoring single modifier control due to being pressed with other keys. Oh, it is actually outputting stuff below. Okay. Extension Vim Control I. Okay, so maybe it's Vim that's overriding it. Let me go ahead and just disable Vim. And we'll go ahead here and just say disable. And I'm going to refresh or reload the work window. I mean, it's unfortunate if I can't use Vim with it. I don't want to do an update just now. We're giving this a moment for Gemini Assist to reappear here. Open a file, get code suggestions as you type. Okay. So we'll do Control I here now. Okay, so now we got something. So do I want to generate code? Absolutely. I want to generate out code. So build a simple Golang web app that is API driven, which is a Linktree clone. Okay, let's see if we can do that. The code was fast. We have HTTP, so it's deciding to do everything plain Jane. And I mean, we did say simple, so technically it's correct, right? It did the most simplest thing it can do. It didn't use Gin. It didn't use Gorilla. I liked the Gorilla code, but it was doing exactly what we told it to do. So, I mean, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Like, how do I have my app code, but how do I run it? Okay, so that's what I'm gonna ask it to do. Like, it's using all built-in libraries, which is really impressive as well. I'm not sure why this is so slow. The code here was instant, but this is incredibly slow. Oh, you can click that to get that to that as well. Okay. Okay, so it's talking about running in a Docker container. I suppose that's a way that we could do it. And I guess if this thing is focused with G-Cloud, then that kind of makes sense. So here says for local development, is go build and then running it that way. So I would say the output's not good. I like that it's bringing in Google Cloud stuff. But I didn't ask for that in particular. So though I was pretty vague in terms of how I was describing stuff. So I'm going to go over to here to terminal. And we'll just CD into the Gemini one here. I get CD back here. And so this is going to be, well, we have main.go, but we don't have our other files, but we don't really need any other modules. So I don't think that matters. What was the line that we have to run? It's like go main go or something. Go run. Yeah, maybe it's like go run main.go. Well, we have to CD into Linktree first. So we'll say go run main.go. And so that should start up the app. And it did start it. It was super fast because it's using all built-in libraries. We have a 404, which is totally fine. It depends on where this is started. So if we scroll on down here, we have /links and /links add. So we go here. We'll just say links. And we get null back because there's no data, right? If we go up to here, we don't even have any kind of data being inserted, which is fine. I'm going to go here and just say generate. So we'll say generate, and I'll just say the app should use SQLite 3. Okay, so hopefully that's enough. So now it's bringing in the Go SQLite and now the database SQL, which is fine. It has the initialization function to initialize it. I don't really want it to initialize in here, but I suppose that's fine. Add link handler. Yeah, I don't really want that code in here. So I don't think I'd take that code. I'm going to decline that. I don't like that. So I'm going to try this again. Say, I want to use SQLite 3 to read the data from the database for links and adding links. I don't want to initialize the database in this file. Okay. Now, the only thing I don't like is that this is very specific to a single file, and where the other ones, they seem to be a bit more intelligent. We have that Go imports again. I can install it this time because if it can bring in the imports manually, I would love that. But it complained here, so that's no good. Okay, so I'll just accept this. Do I like this? I don't know. We have a double imports here. Normally there'd just be one, so that's not, oh, I don't have Vim. I had to turn Vim off to use this thing. But to be fair, I would have had to turn it off on the other ones. I just didn't have the thing. So here it says create table if it does not exist. I told it not to do that. I told it not to do that, and it still did that anyway. But it does have the select from URL links. The code looks okay. I'm not sure why we're getting problems over here. Okay. I guess it sourced it from here. So it's saying I grabbed this code from here and just understand that this is where I grabbed it from. Okay, that's fair. I've never seen one do that, so that's interesting if you're concerned about where it's getting code from. Okay, so that looks fine. The only thing is that we don't have a database. So I'm going to go and ask, like, can I get a command that will create and seed the links DB data? Can it be a bash command? Okay, let's see what we get here. No, that's not what I asked. I need some seed data. So the thing is, like, this thing might be more optimized for Google Cloud as opposed to writing out code, which we're not really doing right now. So it may not be fair of an example here. But we do get a file here. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this links.sql. And I'm just going to, well, that's kind of interesting. Okay, insert that there. And then we will do this. So I'll just bring terminal up here for a second. I'll go to my other tab. Oh, I'm running both. This is Linktree. This is Amazon Developer Queue. So I'm just going to cd into the correct directory here. Gemini Code Assist. And we'll paste it in here. I didn't call it C data. I called it links. So we'll just change that out like this. Hit enter. No such file or directory. Are you sure? Oh, you know we're not in the right directory. That's why. No such file or table called links. I was hoping that it would create the table as it would do that. It didn't. It would create the table if we ran the app first. So I'm going to go stop it and then run the app. And that way it'll just create the thing that we need. It doesn't have the GoSQLite anything here. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste this in here. And what I wanted to do is to give me that line to install it. As we have done that prior in another video, this is the line I wanted. This is correct. I like how it has terminal here and I hit run and it ran it in place or pasted it in place. That's nice because sometimes you copy paste and it's annoying, especially on Windows. So it should install it and set up the main.so or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called, the other one? Main dot or go.mod. It's really hanging here. I'm not sure why. Because before we initialized, right? So I think the reason it's hanging is that it needs to initialize here. So I'm just wondering what that, I don't have a go.mod file. How do I initialize one? Okay, so I'm going to stop this. This isn't doing anything. Like this line's fine, but if you don't have the mod.go file, it's not going to work. Here it is. Go mod initialize. Now we'll hit up. And notice it worked instantly, right? So it was definitely missing that. Let's go back and try to build now. Is it running over here? No. So we'll go here and run this here. Unexpected type name line 69. We'll go over to line 69. We'll take a look and see what the problem is. We can already see that there's a highlighting issue right here. And it looks like some code is missing. It looks like we have double code. Okay, so I don't think I did that. Do we have add link? Yeah, we have add link handler twice. So this looks like the old code here. I'm going to go down to here and just do this. And that's kind of like my fixed. Links, link. Maybe I deleted out some of the code that's necessary. We have add get link handler. Do we need, I mean, we need this, right? Okay, I just undid and I don't have that double code anymore. Okay, I'll just hit up. Is redeclared in this block. Okay, so that's being declared twice. Add link handler and then add link handler. This is the one I don't think I wanted. No, that's get links handler. And then there's another one right here. So these ones look a lot smaller. So I'm going to take those ones out. What a mess. We'll try this again. Port 8080. Sure, we'll open the browser, which we have over here. Let's try links. The reason I'm doing this is so that it creates the table. It never created the table. So could I get this working? Absolutely. Do I want to get this working? No. This is kind of a frustrating experience. At this time, I would probably not recommend, at least for coding wise. Google's or Gemini's Code Assist, it could be really good at generating out Google Cloud Code infrastructure. That's not what we're testing it for here. So I might be misrepresenting it here because it's not necessarily performant on coding tasks. But this is a bit of a headache to get working, and I don't even want to try it any further. So we'll just say Gemini Code Assist, and we'll call that good enough for now. And if nobody likes what I did there, well, whatever. I'm doing the best I can here. I don't want to waste too much time on this if we can't get it working in a state that we want. But there you go.